Nicole here with Miss Sasha again. Today we're going to be going over basically just how to properly introduce Sasha to other dogs. Now here at daycare, Sasha is quite the social butterfly. Everybody loves her. But there is a way to introduce her to other dogs when you guys are out walking, or even if you go to the park and you meet your friend there. They also have a dog and you want them to meet each other. And one thing that's really useful is when you are out and about and you see a dog and you want Sasha to meet the dog, one thing that's really useful is instead of having them meet face to face and just giving them the slack on the leash, go ahead, interact. It's easier if you have them walk together at first, person, dog. So, just really wanting those treats. And if you have them walk without actually going nose to nose, it would be easier because they're working as a pack, but they're not actually meeting each other quite yet. So when you see your friend, they have their dog, first thing you're going to do is just start walking with them. It doesn't have to be a really long walk, just so they get used to being around each other, but not giving them the chance to go straight on face to face with the other dog. Okay, so you can just have them walk together. And then now things got a little more comfortable. They stop focusing on each other. You can actually have them do an introduction. And what you're going to do first is you can have Sasha by you. If you do have some treats in your hand, you can smell those. And when you have the dog by you, you can have your hand right on the dog's neck. So she can't turn around, and not that she would do anything, but she can't go back and focus on the other dog. So you bring her around, and then have her right next to you, and then your hand right on her neck, and you can just let the other dog sniff her behind. And she really, really wants these treats in my hand right now. And then you can have the other person do it the same way. They can have their dog there. They're holding their dog right on the neck there so the dog can't look back. And you can have Sasha go and sniff around. And then afterward you can see how they'd be doing together. And the main thing is to make sure that you're able to read your dog's body language, and also it is your responsibility to be able to read the other dog's body language. And if you have a dog coming up to Sasha and their ears are forward, their tail is straight up in the air, it might be wagging, but that's not a dog that you want Sasha to meet immediately. The ears forward and the tail straight up in the air, wagging or not, is a sign of an alpha dog, a dominant dog. And a lot of times, because Sasha may get excited, the other dog may be excited, that's when scuffles can happen. So you really want to make sure that the tail is kind of back. It doesn't have to be, of course, between the legs. You don't want that either, but just a nice relaxed movement of the tail. And then just make sure that you are watching their dog as well as your dog. And again, if you do see the dog and you want to meet them, try and take them for a walk first, side by side. And then you can do your introductions. And if you do happen to come by a dog that is barking, seems to be aggressive, then it is useful to have Sasha by your side. And you can have her focus if you don't have time to go across the street, or she's getting a little bit nervous, other dogs coming closer. Some of the sidewalks here are a little bit small. But yeah, you can just make sure that you have Sasha focus. Watched it for a long time that time. And you can let the other dog safely pass. And another thing is making sure that you're paying attention to the dog's owner. A lot of times, dogs are more reactive when they're on leash. So, if you do have a person coming up with their dogs, nervous, they're like this, they don't want their dog, like, oh, I'm scared to have my dog out, my dog is so aggressive. Dogs pick up on that, and they will reflect what the owner is feeling. So, especially you as her owner, you want to be confident, shoulders back, have her pay attention to you so she's focusing on you. And she's never had any problems interacting with anybody before. But again, on leash is a little bit different. And that's pretty much it. This has been Nicole with Sasha going over the basics of how to introduce her to other dogs. Bye.